to remake the scene with some manual input. First, I'll run the program, then I'll show you what's in the code. You are Dr. Strange. How many fingers will you show? I know Dr. Strange will show one finger at the last scene, so I'm giving the input as 1. You are Iron Man. Press 2 to jump to Thanos, so I'm giving the input as 2. Now I should pull the gauntlet from Thanos. I programmed such that Iron Man will pull the gauntlet 3 times to get the Infinity Stones. So we should give input 3 times. So I took the Infinity Stones. Then there are two dialogues. That is, Thanos says I'm inevitable, and I'm saying that I am Iron Man. Then if I press 3, the program will end. Congrats, you have defeated Thanos and his army. Now I'll show you what's in the code. There are 5 variables in this program. I initialized all of them. Then I used the while loop. While loop is a loop which continuously repeats the program until the statement is true. First I initialize a variable as 1. So when I give while the variable is equals to 1, the while loop will continuously run until the variable's value is 1. If we want to break the loop, at last we should make the variable as some other value other than 1, so that the loop will break and we will get out of the loop. First I use the print statement. Print statement is used to print any string. Then I assign the variable as the input we give. Input function is used to retrieve the input which we enter, but it will always be stored as a string. To convert it into an integer, we should use the integer function. So I have used integer functions whenever it is necessary. Then that's the if statement. If statement is used uh, to run the program only if the statement given is true. I have given that integer n is equals to 1. That is, if our input is 1, this program will run. Otherwise, it will not run. This is basically the if statement. I'll tell you what is in the else statement in another video. Next, inside that I have printed a statement. Then again I retrieve the input. Then I change the input as an integer using the integer function. I did this so that we press 2 to jump to Thanos. So when we press 2, the if statement becomes true and it goes inside the loop. While L is smaller than 3, this is the most important part. That is, uh, we should enter 1 3 times to get the infinity stones. For that also I use the while loop. While L is smaller than 3, J is equals to input press 1 to pull the gauntlet, which means when L, that is I've initialized at the first as L is equals to 0. So while L is lesser than 3, this code will run. uh, J is equals to input press 1 to pull the gauntlet. So when I give 1, the value of j becomes 1, but it will be in string. So I'm converting it to an integer. Then I'm adding it to L. So first L will be 0. Then when I first enter 1, L will become 1 plus 1, which is 2. Then when I enter the second time, it will become 1. Then it becomes 2 plus 1 is equals to 3. Then it will get out of the loop because it is no longer lesser than 3. When the value of L is equals to 3, this part will run. So when this part is running, print you took the infinity stones. Then there are two dialogues. Then I'm giving 3 so that Iron Man snaps his fingers. uh, then I'm turning it into an integer. Then I'm using an if statement to check whether it's 3. Then I'm giving the statement that congrats, you have defeated Thanos and his army. And at last, as I said first, we should increase the variable so that it gets out of the while loop and it will no longer run. This program makes us understand what is an if statement and a while loop and variables. In the upcoming videos, I will concentrate in the basics. Thank you.